Well, here on the Onesimus channel, last night we predicted that winter is coming, and it came in a way that was just so greatly unexpected, but equally great in glory last night as Andy Worski brought the snow straight to Ashton and on the show, and you can clearly see him and hear him bending down to sniff cocaine off of whatever surface he happens to be sniffing it off of, and then go on to be incoherent in the show. Now, PPP has just concluded his stream where he says that the Kino Casino is in limbo, all but firing Andy. This was the effective firing, you know. But the thing is, Ashton, it's far too late, you see. You could have changed things, maybe starting a few months ago. You know, in the very, very beginning, the Kino Casino was somewhat okay. But very quickly, after the grift got a hold of you, you sold out everything. You know, you talk about in this stream, you say, I can't do it any longer. I can't sweep it up any longer. I won't be made a fool out of. PPP, you've been made a fool out of for months. Your entire ethos has been flushed down the toilet ever since, at least the Ralph Festival. You have sold out your entire old fan base, and if all you're going to have left now is if you try to make your own show and you have people donating to you, you're going to have a fan base just full of like the most brain dead pay pigs, right? That was the complete opposite, was the complete people that you made fun of and roasted in your early streams, right? So you're going to have an audience that you hate, like that you actually hate, that you hated before you started making any money, right? So it's pretty obvious that PPP is now going. He's pulled the double snaking maneuver here. He has not only snaked Godwinson, but he has now snaked Worski. He has just simply found the excuse to snake Worski because he's trying to save what's left of his essentially dead reputation. PPP is trying to do this redemption arc. He's trying to start his redemption arc, and even people in the chat were saying that he can be brought back from this. But what they are failing to see, or they're too brain dead to see, or what, but these people do not understand that anything PPP does from months ago forward cannot be trusted. No one can really trust what his real take is, because his real take has shifted around all over the place, has went from one thing to the exact opposite just over the last year, and influenced by money. So unless PPP would just stop taking any money and go on the complete warpath, right, and just not take any money whatsoever from here on, his ethos cannot be saved. His ethos is destroyed. He will never be in the same position that he once was, because the position that he once had relied on the perception of authenticity and truthfulness, right? And he can never regain that now. It's just completely impossible unless he just finds a totally new audience of just total like pay pig style people. It's just not going to happen. He's destroyed himself. This is just the next step in the nuclear detonation that is the live streaming career of People's Populist Press, and it was a good run up until really up until the surfer debacle, you know, and and just to add some 2 cents to that as well, I was watching that night, and you know, I feel that it was kind of an overreaction what happened. I don't know what all was going on behind the scenes or anything, but it seemed kind of like an overreaction. And, you know, I could say that on both of their parts. The initial overreaction, I would say, would be on PPP, but, uh, you know, there was other probable overreactions as well.